Netanyahu comes with propaganda and lies to the United Nations while, wait for it, moment is uncovered. First, I would like for you to see how the overwhelming majority of the nations treated Netanyahu as he came to the podium at the United Nations this week. When the BSer arrived, the people walked. I want you to take a look at this.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Well, for many countries here, when the going got tough, you caved. Please, order in the hall. Please, order in the hall. Please, order in the hall. Please, order in the hall, and please be seated.
Now I want you to listen to the message from a European leader, the country of Slovenia, a message to Netanyahu and his clan. Listen.
Children are starved because they are marked as legitimate targets, as enemies. Are we prepared to look our children in the eyes and say, this is the world you will inherit and there is nothing we can do about it? We did not stop the Holocaust. We did not stop the genocide in Rwanda. We did not stop the genocide in Srebrenica. We must stop the genocide in Gaza. There are no excuses anymore. None. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
As literally all of the European countries, many of which Netanyahu's clan originated from, voted for recognition of the Palestinian state, Netanyahu spat his propaganda and lies at the United Nations. However, not before most UN members walked out as he was coming to the podium. At the podium, Netanyahu stated that the recognition of the Palestinian state is shameful, sheer madness, and insane. Knowing the United Nations vote on Palestinian statehood was a major loss to his regime. He said, "What you're doing is giving the ultimate reward to intolerant fanatics who perpetrated and supported the Sabbath massacre. Giving the Palestinians a state 1 mile from Jerusalem after October 7 is like giving Al-Qaeda a state 1 mile from the New York City after September 11th. Now, most of you knew, and even followers of the assassinated Charlie Kirk, they knew Netanyahu's regime enabled and instigated the October 7th Palestinian attack upon the white settlers occupying Palestinian land. Now, realize that Netanyahu was under criminal investigation and about to be put on trial prior to the convenient, self-serving October 7th attack. This, like it would almost 2 years later in Netanyahu's attack upon Iran, this immediately postponed Netanyahu's trial. He consistently invokes national emergencies, stopping his criminal trial domestically. Now, at the same time, there is an international arrest warrant on Netanyahu. President Donald Trump, being a slave unto Netanyahu, he targets the International Criminal Court prosecutors and judges and even family members with sanctions and restricting their visas. The brazen attempt of Netanyahu to even mention the 9/11 attacks in the same sentence with the October 7th attacks shows his arrogance and disdain for Americans. He knows his clan carried out the 9/11 attacks just as he invoked the October 7th attacks. Fortunately, Most Americans now know it was Israelis who were behind the 9/11 attack. Even this week, as the Secret Service revealed a huge cyber attack plan was discovered in New York City and other eastern seaboard cities, and naming the Israeli state as being one of the state entities likely behind it. Now recall Netanyahu's veiled threat prior to his trip this week to the United States following the vote of all European countries to recognize a Palestinian state. He ended his diatribe with, "Wait for it." Well, Netanyahu, your plot was discovered. It was exposed. Now, the U.S. Secret Service, they discovered a rogue cellular network in New York City, sending out 30 million encrypted texts per minute that could have shut down the cell towers and blocked emergency responders to Netanyahu because of the 9/11 attacks, which you arrogantly admitted were mostly beneficial to the Israeli state, and the silencing of Charlie Kirk. This time, those responsible for stopping you did not wait for it, but was proactive in exposing what your operatives in New York City were planning. We saw how the crime scene at the Utah assassination of Charlie Kirk was disrupted, including a patsy who quickly said, "I did it," and a programmed 22-year-old Tyler Robinson on the rooftop, but never seen with a rifle that supposedly fired a bullet never confirmed as having been recovered. Imagine how chaotic the wait for it attack would be had the Secret Service not uncovered the rogue cellular network prepared to overwhelm the emergency response system in New York City. Netanyahu, your wait for it did not happen this time. Next week, you will fly back to your apartheid settler state without accomplishing your wait for it. No shock and no awe this time. No success this time with your planned false flag attack in the United States. Wait for it. T. West, AfroSynergy News.